Welcome back, guys, to another video, and just like the title says, this is how you save your engine. With having a direct injection engine, like most cars, we have to do walnut blasting. That's pretty much shooting fine graded walnut shells into the ports right here to clean off the valves. And as you guys can hopefully see how black they are in there. Each one of these valves are pretty caked, so it's time to clean these out and make sure she gets running smoothly once again. Thankfully, it's not too bad, but it doesn't also hurt to clean them out every once in a while. And the recommended is around 70, 80,000 miles. So if you haven't done something like this to your car around that range, I'd probably consider it. This can be the root of many problems, such as a rough idle, rough startup, even sometimes misfires. And this is what we have with this car. We have a rough idle as well as a misfire at high RPMs. So we're gonna go ahead and get this done and clean. Also, I have these mics that I got from my girlfriend. Shout out to her. So I'm gonna be testing these out, and hopefully there's a big audio difference in quality. I hope it is better, but we're about to find out. As you can see, we went straight to work by taking off all those covers and then moving to the strut tower bars that we removed. We also removed the intake and the intake box, and then we moved on to the manifold, as you can see here, which took a while to take off because it has the DME connected underneath, which was a little bit of tricky. This is setting up the actual walnut blasting setup. So this is the tool we use from Harbor Freight. As you can see, filling up with walnuts. Here's the first pass on the first valve, and you can see it's pretty much just filled with walnuts at the moment. Now, we've made some pretty good progress on this first valve. On camera, I think it still looks very dirty, but from my point of view, it actually looks pretty clean. The actual valves are actually almost clean, about 90%. The only thing is I can't reach them because I only have picks like these and they're not very long. So now we're about to make another trip to Home Depot or Harbor Freight. We actually ended up picking this scraper set to hopefully scrape down these walls a bit better. So this will be useful. An extra set of picks. I don't think I'm gonna be needing these because they're really the same size as the picks I have right here, but we'll make do with what we have. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to show you the first valve. You guys saw what it looked like. This is what it looks like now. But if you can see, the actual valves are not caked anymore, but so much better now, so much. Now, we gotta do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times. What is going on, guys? Day 3 now. Finally gonna finish this off and finally testing out the mic. Hopefully that is good and not too close, but let me go ahead and break down where we're at. So as you can see, we took a bunch of stuff out, including the strut bars from both sides. We've also loosened this up so we have access to it when we want to change it, because we'll be changing the power steering. But here's our setup that we have. So we have the actual walnuts, where the walnuts come from, then the vacuum hose with the adapter at the end, as well as our wand with the gun. But we showed you guys the first 2 valves being done, and now we have 4 left. So we're going to time lapse just to show you guys how we do it. Honestly, it's a bunch of just work, which is kind of boring, but I mean, it is what it is, and you got to take care of your car. So yeah, we'll get this done. So what we did was insert the vacuum attachment into the valve and then shot walnuts into it. Then we blow dry them out for the vacuum to collect. Then I sprayed some carb cleaner onto a towel and then got out what I could from shoving them down the valves. So hopefully y'all can see very well, but this is the adapter that I used that came with the kit. And as you can see, probably that it broke right here. So I had to tape it here as well as here. But I sent the company a photo right away when it broke, and they kindly sent me a new one that's on the way. But for the meantime, I just improvised and did this. As you can see, here's a breaking point right there. But anyways, doesn't matter because they're gonna send me a new one, which is pretty neat. Let me bring you guys close. So finally done on every stinking valve. And we just blow dried and vacuumed this whole engine bay because there was bits of sand, as you can see there, just about everywhere. So we're probably gonna give it one more blast below. The only problem is now is that I did not order any gaskets for the intake manifold, which I should probably change anyways. So that's what I'm probably gonna order and have to wait on before we can pop this manifold back on here. But while we're down here, I was planning to do the spark plugs as well as change this power steering because it likes to leak quite a bit. So, but now that we have a bunch of access to it, it's easy replaceable, and spark plugs are also easily reachable. And the last thing we have to do is oil, and this baby is good. I'll show you guys what the spark plugs look like because I know that's part of the misfire that we have. But if I could leave you with one thing is I highly suggest you guys look into walnut blasting because it makes a huge difference, guys. It really does. It's good just to take care of your car. Y'all saw my valves and how bad they were. You can only imagine other cars that weren't maybe maintained so well, you don't know the history of. I'll leave the link in the bio of all the tools and everything that I used in this video. Other than that, I'm gonna get this baby ready for the other stuff we're gonna put on. Now for the spark plugs. Then as you can see here, here's all the stuff that we have. All our coil packs in order and all our spark plugs in numeric order from cylinder 1 to 6. As you can see, they're all very black compared to the new ones. So that's why we're swapping these out. And now we just gotta put them back in. Super easy. Dope. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. So next video, we'll be turning this baby on, giving her a rip. But as you can see, for now, I gotta put it all back together. And I'm not gonna show that because that shit is boring. But hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. We're gonna be ripping this next video. And hopefully this misfire is gone and she's good as new. Catch y'all later.